Good morning everybody, welcome back to cilinixfxcapital right here, and welcome to this new video right here on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full morning update. We will not only talk about the breakouts that we created or that we did yesterday, which was great, a lot of volume and just in general a very aggressive breakout, which is how you'd like to see them. But we will also talk about the fundamentals. You know, can we actually turn this breakout? Because I mean, we have broken above the value area high right here at 108,000. The last time we did that decisively was Monday, the 9th of June. Back then, it was just a deviation above the balance, and we reverted back down. And that is also a risk today. So we'll talk about that. You know, what's most likely. Can we actually hold the breakout, and can we rally up higher? Can we potentially make new all-time highs, which would suggest going into the middle 110s, right? So let's say 114, 115, or is this just another summer deviation above the balance, and will we revert back down towards 105,000, where we have the POC and the value area low at 102.5? That's what we'll talk about. So let's get right into it. Hope you're all doing great, of course. Hope you're having a great week. So yeah, I mean, the thing is that, you know, my base case, right? So what I always would say is most likely is that this is a deviation. All right, so usually when you have a higher time frame balance like this, and we can take a look at this from last year as well, right? I mean, last year Bitcoin had balance right here, and you can see that a couple of times, you know, we had some strength, and we tried to break out, but it never really works, right? And that's both to the upside, but also to the downside, right? I mean, when Bitcoin moved down right here towards 98,000, I said the same, right? I think this is a deviation. I think we will revert back up. But purely technically, I would say that's most likely. However, it's very much in the hands of the fundamentals, right? Because if we actually get some good fundamentals, some bullish fundamentals, we can turn this into a real breakout, and at least on the short term, rally up higher, and then maybe we'll still reject from 115, and from 115 we'll drop back down to 102,000. That's a possibility, but then at least short term we can rally up higher, and those fundamentals are today. All right, because today, I mean, overall, Injective is moving beautifully, by the way, but overall, the stock market at this point of time is still incredibly strong. It has basically gone back into up-only mode, which it was also in, of course, over the majority of 2024. Not the entirety, but the majority. So that's great to see. So those fundamentals are good. However, we need better, all right? And better is possible today with the economic data coming out, because tomorrow the markets are closed. Today we have a huge amount of economic data coming out with jobless claims, unemployment rate, the PMI, the balance of trade, a lot, all right? And non-farm payrolls. So what I would like to see from this economic data is a result, a combined result, which makes the probability of rate cuts higher, more rate cuts, or maybe earlier rate cuts, maybe at the end of July, while not causing fears for a recession, right? So look, I'm not going to go over that specifically. I will cover that in my middle of the day market update, whether I think the results were good enough or not. So I'll try to make a video as soon as this data comes out. But the most important data is that I would like to see worse than expected non-farm payrolls, and I would like to see as expected unemployment rate. Unemployment rate is one of the most important data points that can predict a recession, right? So I would not like to see the unemployment rate go from 4.2 to 4.4, but from 4.2 to 4.3, that's fine, right? And then the PMI should probably also be lower than expected. But like I said, I'll still talk about that later. If that happens, right, if we get the optimal data, then I think we can rally up higher. And technically, I mean, I have to say that short-term Bitcoin also still looks great. You can see yesterday we broke above that value. We broke above 108,000. As long as we hold that, technically you have to be bullish on Bitcoin. We got a very strong reaction right here from a single print that we left yesterday. And we started auctioning above this value, right? I mean, we had value right here, POC down here, and then a POC here. That means that the price is auctioning higher. And normally when the price auctions higher, like it usually does so for multiple days, right? And so far it's only one day. So this could turn into one major deviation and a big pullback if the data today is very, very bad, right? So if it creates some sort of recession fears. But at this point of time, what I would have to conclude right here based on the technicals and the fundamentals as how they are right now is that we will short-term continue up higher, right? So into 110, 111. If the news is good, we can make new all-time highs, and then, you know, let's say 114, 115 as a price target. If the news is bad, then I still think short term we can rally up a bit higher, but then I do think the top is close, and we will revert back down later in July. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know regarding Bitcoin for now. So hopefully that helps. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.